Okay, so the original price on the truck was $52,505. Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and today everybody's going over this 2020 Ram 1500 Bighorn blackout package. It's been lifted and some other mods. You can see the hood at the top. But anyways, a big shout and thank you to the Larry Schmiller Dodge Ram here in Sandy for providing us with the truck. Check out their inventory in the link below. In the first part of the video, we're gonna do a walk around on the truck, then I'm gonna go over the cost on the accessories, and then we're gonna sum things up with if I think this is a good value and if it's a truck that you should go for, essentially. Let's get into the video. So the first thing we're gonna go over is the lift. So this is a rough country 4-inch lift, and it makes the truck so much taller. It is absolutely crazy. But I'm just gonna kind of zoom in so you guys can see all of the suspension components associated with that lift, and I'm also gonna walk over to the back so you guys can see the rear part of it as well with the lift. So yeah, I mean, it definitely just changes the whole look of this truck. I mean, you can see just how massive this truck looks now with that 4-inch lift. The next accessory is the rims. They are 20 by 9s. They're XD monsters, and they're kind of just like all blacked out. They kind of have that little like screws on all around it. It has a nice little look to it because it kind of breaks up all of the black of this truck, because I mean everything else in this truck is completely blacked out. So definitely nice looking. That, I mean, it's crazy they can fit that big of a rim under the truck. And obviously I'll turn the steering wheel in a little bit so you guys can see, but it doesn't rub at all, which is crazy. Now the next thing is the tire setup. So these are 35 by 12. They're Yokohama all-terrains, and I really like the look on these tires. They have a really aggressive look on them, definitely, especially like the front end of the truck, all that kind of stuff. Just the look right there with the tires, and then also just actually going up in close to them. I just kind of like the overall look of those. And yeah, I mean, they're gonna do really good on the off-road, but chances are someone that buys this truck is probably never gonna take it off-road. Now this is the fun part. So we've got Mopar power steps that pop out. I think it's a really cool look on the truck. And I mean, in terms of how quick they are, takes a second for them to pop back in, as you can see. But when I actually open the door, they come right out. So it's just when you close the door that they take a second to retract. This last accessory was not intentional at all. I'm gonna show you guys the accessory and then tell you guys kind of like the story behind it. But you can see that this has a sport hood like you would find on a Laramie blackout package or a limited blackout package. And a lot of you are gonna be like, well, you can't get that on a Bighorn, and you are completely correct. So this truck came with a regular hood, and believe it or not, a customer that purchased a limited black appearance package did not want that hood. They wanted the regular hood, so they swapped the hood from this truck onto the limited. So now this truck has a sport hood and the limited does not. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna pop inside, and yes, these steps help out tremendously. And we're gonna turn on the truck so I can crank the steering wheel completely to one direction. Oh, so it's in 4-wheel high, so we actually want to put it into 2-wheel drive, so we'll hold that down. And we will, okay, so I now have the steering wheel completely turned to the one side, and we're gonna pop out. And as you guys can see, obviously this one's gonna be fine, but there is no scraping on the back there. And then if we go around to the other tire that's gonna be in, you can see again, obviously it clears there, but you can see here in the front, fully clears it. So really impressive job, and it just shows that these new Ram 1500s, I mean, you can put a ton of tire and rim under them and it'll actually fit really well. So it's just crazy this truck does not rub. Now we have to go over some interesting things with the lift. So if we obviously unlock the truck, you can see that loading stuff up into the bed is going to be a little bit more difficult just because of how high up off the ground it is now. So definitely take that into consideration before you lift a truck. Is obviously loading things up is going to be difficult. So you can kind of see right here, like coming up to the bed, it's at about my waist. So I'd say that the bed is probably just over, it's probably like 3.5 feet off the ground roughly, is a good way to put it. So now I'm sure you guys are wondering the cost and everything, and I don't have it memorized, so I had to take a picture of it on my phone, so that's why my phone's in my hand. But anyways, the actual 4-inch lift itself, that was $2,800, and then the rims here for all 4 corners are $1,300, and then these tires that are around the rims obviously are another $1,300 roughly, and then the power side steps are almost $2,000 for those. The sport hood was obviously no cost because that was just taken from one truck and put onto this one. So yeah, I mean, you're talking about almost $10,000 in terms of accessories, and then that makes the full retail price of this truck $60,061. The original price on the truck was $52,505, so, you know, I was off by a little bit, but you're about $7,500 right in terms of accessories. Now, I feel like it's well worth it because obviously with the Bighorn package here, with the whole like blacked out package, really good looking truck. And I mean, you get everything that you'd want to have. It has the 5.7 Hemi on it, has 392 gears, so it's gonna drive really good with the lift. And I mean, in terms of the interior itself, just to give you guys kind of like a quick look at all of that. The Bighorn obviously is gonna have the upgraded cloth interior, so it's gonna have the nicer cloth seats on it. You get kind of some nicer elements, like the glove box has 2 lids on it. Got the like little center console with all of the storage space in it, and then you get the 8.4-inch touchscreen, dual zone climate controls, parking sensors, and then obviously the little leather wrap steering wheel. And then in terms of the back, right, still get this kind of like whole setup here in the back. So I mean, overall, what I'd say is this is definitely, like, this is a really good truck to lift, because if you did this to a Laramie or something like that, you're probably looking at like the same build on a Laramie, like $70,000 roughly. So you're getting a really cool lifted truck with still like 99% of the luxury features, but then you're not paying $70,000 for it. So yeah, I think it's good to go. This is gonna sum things up for the Ram 1500 part of the video. In the next part of the video, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go around and show you guys a couple other vehicles. Let me know in the comment section down below if you want me to do a walk around on any of these vehicles, and I'm more than happy to make a, you know, dedicated video to them essentially. But if this is the only reason why you're stopping in, thank you for stopping in, and thank you to the Dodge Ram Jeep Chrysler here in Sandy, Utah for providing us with this Ram 1500. Check out their inventory in the link below. So the first one is my buddy's Raptor. So he's got the aftermarket bumper on the front. You guys have seen this in another video. And then what he's also done is aftermarket tires and the front and the rear. And then he also has an aftermarket rear bumper, exhaust, and then the Raptor is tuned. So if you guys would like me to do kind of like a full review on this truck, or like do a comparison of this Raptor versus my Raptor, I can definitely do it. And by the way, the Raptor is still for sale, so you can see that if you want to buy it, just let him know. And he is claiming 600 horsepower, so it's probably pretty fast, just saying. The next one is going to be commercial trucks. Do you guys want me to start doing reviews on commercial trucks like this? So like this one's a 5500 Ram, and then it has like this whole flatbed setup on it. And I don't know as much about commercial trucks as I do on regular trucks, but I can start doing reviews on that. So let me know if you guys want me to start doing reviews on commercial vehicles, and then also stuff like the cargo vans. So all of these as well. If you guys want me to do reviews on those, I can start doing that. I think I did a review on a 3500 in the past, but I think that's the only cargo van review I've done. So I'm excited to do those, but I want you guys to let me know if you really want to see that. And the other thing is, if any of you have like van conversions and you live in Utah, those would be really fun, because I think that people would love to like watch these things, but then the ones that have been converted. Next thing is just like random truck accessories. Would you guys like me to do videos on just random truck accessories? So like that one has a shelf, for example. I mean, like leveling kits, tires, lifts, bedliner, all that kind of stuff. If you guys want me to do like more videos about like processes and stuff on that, also let me know. And we're gonna continue going through the lot. I'm surprised they still have that truck. Probably has a 6.7 in it. Maybe that's why they still have it, but still, it's an inexpensive diesel mega cab. The other one is like lifted Jeeps. That one is another cool one. Ooh, that Gladiator is an interesting color. That actually looks really good on the Gladiator. But yeah, lifted Jeeps, all that kind of stuff. I think that'd be pretty cool to do lifted Jeeps. Maybe I could do like a review, like comparing the Raptor to like lifted Jeep. That might be an interesting one to do, but a lot to think about. So that is pretty much gonna sum things up for today's video. Last thing I want to do is give you guys an update on the Raptor. So the vinyl that I've ordered to, or I shouldn't say the vinyl, the over laminate to go over the orange that I ordered is still not here, so we're still waiting on that. The reason I'm waiting to do anything else before that is that's kind of like my final layer. Vinyl itself is actually pretty thin, so let me go back here. So you guys can see vinyl itself is actually pretty thin, the vinyl, but the over laminate being over the vinyl is going to make it really thick, and so then it's really going to protect the paint. That's when I'm going to go like hardcore with the off-roading, because I don't have to worry about the paint getting destroyed at all. I don't have to worry about it going through the vinyl like it has on the front end of the truck. But yeah, so still waiting on that. And then I'm waiting to hear back from a couple exhaust companies that I contacted. So hopefully we will be getting an exhaust on the Raptor soon. The Baja rack is still, yeah, I don't know what's happening with that. So let's not talk about that right now. And then the last thing is all of my new camera equipment that I ordered earlier, I think the middle of last month. I just got an email today why it hasn't come in yet. They can't ship it to a PO box, so I had to give them a physical address so they could ship me all the GoPros. So probably sometime later this week or maybe next week, we'll see what happens, I'll be able to get all that. So I ordered 2 GoPro Hero 8 Black Series, 2 suction cups, and I think I ordered a gimbal. I can't remember, something like that. I ordered a bunch of stuff though, so gonna have a ton of stuff from GoPro coming. So gonna use that all with the off-roading stuff with the Raptors. So kind of like my plan on that is I want to put a camera like to like film like the tires that's moving like in the wheel well, and then obviously a camera for the exhaust and then the POV. So I think that'd be cool, or maybe I'll put like a camera on the side. Haven't decided on that, but anyways, if you're stopping for the first time, please subscribe, comment down below what you think. I'll see all of you in that next video.